So back in December, I spent a few live streams grinding the first Five Nights at Freddy's game to try and beat its most difficult game mode, 2020-2020 mode. I spent probably about 6 hours in total working towards this seemingly impossible goal after my friend Danny's DeBomb challenged me that if I could beat it, he would listen to Christmas music almost every day until Christmas. This was something I knew I had to do because if anyone watching this video knows Danny, he's basically the Grinch until December 24th. So naturally, this led to me spending hours grinding the game for a few days and even going on to make a video series about it recently. At this point, I think I would call myself something of an expert on the first installment of the FNAF series, so in this video I'm going to try and give some helpful tips and break down how exactly I was able to beat the 2020-2020 difficulty in just a few days. Before we get into this, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel to show your support, and join my Discord server down in the description. I hope you guys enjoy and find it useful, and let's get into this. So like I said, this mode probably took about 6 hours of practice to beat. I spent my first stream getting a grip for the game, and then got straight to work in my research afterward. The first thing I realized is that there are really two main strategies that actually work for this game, the East Hall Corner strategy and another strategy by the YouTuber Big Bug. I decided to try out Big Bug's strategy first because I had seen YouTubers like Markiplier use it in the past, where you would have to put the right door down every time you put up the camera to look at Foxy. I spent 4 to 5 of my practice hours trying this method, finding that though it was possible, was much more difficult and wasted too much power compared to the East Hall Corner strategy, which after about an hour of practice, I was able to beat. I recorded my successful attempt and posted it here on my channel, within 2 hours of initially trying the strategy. So what was it that made this strategy so successful? Let's break that down. The basic idea of the East Hall Corner strategy comes from the name. This all comes from the concept of the game that if you are looking at Freddy Fazbear on the cameras, he cannot move. At the beginning of the night, the first thing you need to do is immediately switch the camera system to the East Hall Corner. Then simply just spam flick your camera up and down until you are at 96% power. Keep in mind that every time Freddy laughs, he's most likely moving on the cameras. Also at this point, you can assume that Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy are now all on the move from the show stage. Freddy's probably going to appear on your cams at the East Hall Corner pretty quickly, but you really don't have to worry about him at all for most of the night. The trick is that when you are looking directly at Freddy on the cameras, he can't move. 2020-2020 mode is most known for Freddy's AI being so difficult that he will jump scare you at every chance he gets. That's why at any time you are looking at any other cameras besides the East Hall Corner, you have to have the right door closed. Then the question is, when do you have to switch from the East Hall Corner camera at all? So far we've disregarded one animatronic, Foxy. Though it is true that if you look at any camera it registers you were looking at Foxy in Pirate's Cove, you should still expect Foxy to charge your door once or twice on night 7. The way you check for this will disrupt things a little. To check if Foxy is charging you, put the right door down before you lift up your camera. Once you lift it up, quickly switch to the West Hall camera to see if Foxy is running down the hall. If he's not, the coast is clear, and you can switch back to the East Hall corner, put your camera down, lift the right door up, and continue along in the pattern that I'll discuss in a minute. However, if Foxy is running down the hallway, you have only a couple of seconds to react. Put your camera down immediately and slam the left door shut. Then put your camera back up, switch to the East Hall corner, put down your camera, lift both doors, and then continue the pattern we'll discuss in just a second. You can only let Foxy hit the door once, and it probably isn't too easy to get him to hit the door only 0 times. If you let him hit the door any more than once, you most likely will not survive because you'll run out of power earlier than you really are supposed to in this method. So that being said, now let's talk about how we're going to deal with Bonnie and Chica, and the best way to do so is to train your brain to follow a simple pattern, which you'll have to start at 96% power. You should start off once you put your camera down by checking the left light, then the right light, and put your camera back up to check the East Hall corner. Put it down quickly and repeat the pattern. Checking the lights will allow you to see if Bonnie and Chica are at your doors. If they are, close the correct door immediately after seeing them in the lights. Then continue your pattern without stopping to check if they have left from the door. Instead, wait to check the next time you put your camera down and continue the pattern. If the door is down at any time, including when you put the right door down to check for Foxy, you must always check the light before you put it back up. Another wise strategy is to check the West Hall whenever Chica comes to your door, since the right door will be down anyway when you put up the camera. Following this strategy will save power, but depending on how much Chica comes to your door, you may need to check for Foxy more often than just every time that Chica comes to your door. Also keep in mind that animatronics behave differently in this mode. Animatronics tend to leave your door after the first time that you put your camera up very, very quickly. They don't hang around at your doors anymore, which is very relieving and will make your experience a little bit easier. So you're going to be following this pattern for most of the time that the night is running after 96%. However, you'll eventually probably run out of power and you'll definitely get really low on it, if that. But you should not panic if this happens, as it's definitely not extremely difficult to win if you run out of power. When you get down to about 4 or 5% on power, you should stop everything you're doing and just go limp in your office. All you can do at this point is wait, pray, and don't move a muscle, even once you run out of power. At this point, you should be really close to the end of the night if you follow the strategy well, and after a few seconds, you should be finished with the night. That being said, I know almost for sure that you won't be able to get the hang of this strategy your first time, and that's okay. 2020 mode takes practice, and sometimes it's a good idea to hop into a test game with everyone's AI set to 0 to get the hang of the pattern. If you have any questions about this method, please feel free to ask in the comments of this video, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe to my channel, as well as check out my other Five Nights at Freddy's content in the top right corner. Also be sure to check out the video's description for my Discord server and Twitter page. Thanks so much for watching everyone, and I hope this video was able to help you out. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye.